Hey, y'all.
Hello, hello.
What's up? It's Lauren.
Hey, it's me, Jamie. Welcome to the Chicks and Dip podcast, episode 5.
Wow. Before we get into it, we have some wild stories to tell you. And our topic today, if you're here, then you've already seen the topic title, obviously.
Yes.
So up top, we are not like a raunchy podcast, but we are indeed figuring it out in our 20s. And so, sometimes a little raunchiness is okay. So,
Right.
Mom, you should probably turn off this episode. It's not going to
Yes.
get crazy, but you should probably get off. Everyone else, buckle up.
This might not be the episode that you want to listen to, but it's not even going to be. We just talk a little. You'll see. It'll be fine. I mean, our stories right off the bat are kind of a little.
We're keeping it real and trying to keep it classy, you guys.
Right. Real and
Trying.
classy.
Whatever.
Cute and classy.
Anyways, but we do have some things that we've been chatting about. We try to open it up with the things that me and Jamie have been talking about over Chips and Dip every week.
Right.
We have a crazy story from your friend.
Yeah, this is a crazy story. I'm not going to say her name, but I did tell her that this was going to be told because it's just freaking hysterical. So, have you heard of Roman swipes before?
Not until
you
told me.
Okay. I had never heard of this before, but my friend texted me and was like, I have a wild story. I'm like, okay. So she was like hooking up with this guy, whatever, doing as the 20s people do. And she texted me and she goes, oh God, this is so raunchy, but it's so funny. Okay. She goes, so TMI, LOL, he was throwing me around in all sorts of positions. And I was like, okay, cool. But I was thinking it shouldn't be taking this long. So then I was just like, whatever, and just gave him head instead. And when I tell you I was fighting for my life down there because it wouldn't end, I was questioning all of my abilities, like, WTF, why aren't you finishing? And then after I saw one of these rappers and was like, you mother effer. And I was like, what? What is it? She sends me the rapper and it's this thing called a Roman swipe. And apparently guys put it on themselves to make them last longer. Do I like how I'm so... Have you not heard of this? Oh my God. Okay, wait, amazing. Erica hasn't heard of it. So she was like, the fact that she's like, I was fighting for my life down there and then found that out. Like, what?
Okay.
I have so many questions.
I have some thoughts on this. I've had some time to marinate. So we're not in the business of shaming, okay? No. Do whatever you got to do. I'm all for it. Bring in whatever you want into your bedroom. But I think there's a level of communication that needs to be had. If it's going to take you from being a minute man to a 3-minute man.
A minute man.
That's fine. That's fine. But if it's going to take you from being a minute man to a 35-minute man, you might just want to just let them know, hey.
Yep.
If our average is 10 minutes and today it's going to be an hour, I just think that's something
this
you
is
need
what I did.
To disclose.
I mean, especially if this is this is so different if it's your boyfriend and it's hey, let's try out something new. If this is a man that you're that you're hooking up with for the first time in a while. Okay, wait, this story actually gets better. So I was telling this story to my other friend who was a guy. And as I'm telling him the story, I hope he listens to this episode. Because as I'm telling him this story, he has this look on his face. And I'm like, why are you, have you used them before? And he's like, yeah, I have. And at the beach, one of my friends, I was at the beach and I was just like, oh my God, are you kidding? He's like, but I told her before. And I was like, okay, you know what? That's good. I'm glad you told her before.
That's an intimate time. Communication is key, people.
Yeah.
We can't be sneaking.
I mean, she's just hilarious at telling stories anyway. So when she read that part that I was fighting for my life and was questioning all of my abilities, I was like, oh my God, that is literally hysterical. Literally hysterical. Oh my God.
I just love it. Also, all the guys are like, oh yeah, we know what that is.
I know. So now I'm like, which of my guy friends are using that?
Right? Okay,
Yeah.
but see, this is such a prime example of we are 24, 25 years old. We don't know what this is.
I had never heard of that before. Don't guys take, what is the thing that they take?
Viagra.
There it is.
I think that's a different problem. medical grade problem.
Clearly, I know so much.
But I don't know. I I haven't communicated with enough. You know, guys don't get comfortable talking about their manhood until I feel like not even yet. You know, like whenever they're 25, are they even cool with that? Probably not. They're probably still blushing.
I don't know. I think this man was like 29 for her. Or
oh my God. I'm just so dead. But also now, you know, like I hope that my mom has turned this off at this point, but I'm also curious, Mom, have you heard of this? Like, are grown women aware of these wipes? Are we issuing
these wipes? Like, the fact that it's called like a Roman swipe, but it's a wipe, like I feel like it's like a wipe for your ass. Like,
no, those are called dude wipes. Those exist. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're like wet ones for adults. I'm telling you.
Oh my God,
we talked about it last week. I'm team bidet.
Yeah. Team bidet.
Don't need none of these wipes.
Oh my. Or toilet paper for that matter.
No.
Wow. Okay, sorry. That just had to be shared. If y'all have heard of Roman swipes before, please let us know.
We also heard that they sponsor a lot of podcasts. So,
hey, Roman swipes, let us know.
We have like 75% female listeners. They're going to be like, I don't think that you're our
females are
demo.
gonna be like, stop that. Yeah. Immediately, no. Nope. Immediately, no.
Anyway,
oh my God. Okay.
So that was one of our conversations over chips and dip this week. Things that we don't know.
A Roman swipe.
Another one. How do we even intro this story? Do we explain what
we got? Okay.
It's horrifying.
So how did we get on the topic?
I remember, unfortunately. So we were with some people,
and someone also an office conversation. Can we just like
someone brought up something extremely disturbing.
I know, but how did we get on that topic?
No, because we were talking about gerbling.
Stop it. But how did it was so horrifying. Hold up. Talk about learning something in your 20s. Gerbling?
Okay, no.
Guys,
no.
Okay, once again, we're not shaming. Whatever you got to do.
No.
No. We're done. We're shaming.
I'm shaming. If you abuse an animal, I'm shaming.
No, that's messed up.
I feel like I don't even want to say what it is. I don't even want to go there.
I mean, I feel like people can kind of like think in their head.
Listen, it involves your butt. And it does indeed involve a live
and that's
gerbil.
Messed up because I've had so many dwarf hamsters growing up that I am like terrified. Okay. Crystal and Simba are rolling in their graves.
Oh my God. Yeah. So look, if you're unsure what gerbling is, like we were,
just look it up.
Maybe look it up.
But don't. Yeah, I don't. Maybe don't need to.
Ask someone who was like alive in the 70s or something. I don't know. This seems like an ancient thing. Like it's outgrown itself. It's disturbing. We care about animals.
So that conversation got us into a weird conversation about animals having sex, and Lauren shared with us one of her many things, one of them whispering. If you whisper to Lauren, she might lose her mind. She also can't read your mouth when you're mouthing words. But I also found out this week that she has a like phobia of animals mating.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I hate whenever animals hook up. I hate whenever animals hump things. Like whenever dogs hump their toys, I could literally throw up. It's so disgusting. And it stems from like a pretty horrifying story. So I was I think I was in college whenever this happened. We went to the Georgia Aquarium and like, I love a beluga whale. They're such magical animals. Well, we go to see them and the beluga whales are mating. They're swimming in a circle really close together. And I don't know if you've seen a whale dick. Jamie, it's the size of my body. It is so big. I'm serious.
I haven't seen a whale dick.
Well, consider yourself lucky. Jamie, so everyone at the aquarium, let me like set the scene. There's a crowd. I swear it was like 100. Everyone in the freaking aquarium got wind that this beautiful natural event was happening. And so everyone is around and they're like, oh my God, nature, what a privilege for us to get to see this magical moment, including my own freaking family. They're like, wow, Lauren, why are you so uncomfortable? This is nature. And I'm like, this is disgusting. We need to shut the curtains, give these whales some privacy. I wish I'd never seen this ever. And I literally had to walk away. And so ever since then, like, even if like I see like on like, I don't know, I don't watch the Nature Channel, but like if I see like on the Discovery Channel, like, you know, the deer coming up behind, I've got to leave the room. I'm literally done. I can't.
Put do not disturb on the door and call it a day. Like, why are we putting this? This is live porn.
Disgusting.
Animal porn. Live.
I don't know. It's just
not the museum, the aquarium. That is hysterical. I can't believe you go, have you ever seen a whale dick? Like, Lauren, unless I'm at the aquarium, have I been to an aquarium? I think I went to one when I was little. I really want to go to the one in Atlanta, actually.
The Georgia Aquarium is a magical place.
Yeah.
I need a redo. So
is that where it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We're talking about the same place. Great. Wait.
What did you say? The one in Atlanta? That's the Georgia Aquarium.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. The capital of Georgia. Oh my God. Anyways, so that was another conversation that we had. Like I feel like you guys will learn our little quirks, and that's one about me. I hate when animals have sex.
I just like really don't know how we come up on these conversations. But then I was talking about a TikTok that I saw of like two turtles mating, and it was honestly hysterical.
Everyone's laughing, and I am crying.
Oh my God, no, she was like actually so disturbed.
So yeah,
yeah. So does that segue into our topic today? I don't really know.
It doesn't segue really, but we'll get into it.
Kind of. Yeah. I mean, in a way of mating, but between humans.
Ew.
So pretty much this was another conversation that we had the other day. Actually, we were all here in Lauren's apartment, and we were definitely a little like tipsy at this point, which is why we started like getting into this conversation deeper. But we started talking about lingerie.
Yes.
Which in the movies is so sexy and is like, you're going to wear red and black and you're going to get your person all hyped up. Okay.
Ooh.
Shit has not gone that way for me.
Yeah, we all kind of started exchanging stories, and the common denominator among all the 20-year-old women in the room is that we all have had horribly embarrassing stories, and these movies and all of this, it's teaching us that like if you just put on like a lacy bra, like your life is gonna change and it's gonna be amazing. And like the reality is that like it is awkward. Like that's life. And
oh my God,
we all shared stories, so we kind of just like want to dive into it and like give our thoughts, I guess.
Yeah.
Should you go first and then we like bounce back? Or?
Sure. I'll tell one of mine.
Okay.
The original time that I tried to do it, because the second time is more of like a deeper meaning to why it didn't work.
There we go. Yeah, good call.
Okay, so a little fun fact about me. I am so awkward with certain things. Like I feel like people are like, oh, you come across as like so confident and stuff. Like thinking about myself being sexual or talking about myself being sexual actually gives me like a heart attack. Like I start sweating. It makes me feel so uncomfortable.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Like I go into like a blackout. Like I cannot, do you ever like, I'll find myself sitting somewhere and I'll like have a flashback to something and I'll be like, oh God, like it literally
cringe
scares
at
me.
yourself.
Yeah. So like, I just am very awkward sometimes, and I need to be like more confident with myself and how I look and stuff like that. So I definitely like, that's a personal thing that I need to work on. So when it comes to lingerie, that is completely out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Completely. And the last guy that I had dated, he liked little like robes, like you having a little robe on, then you like taking it off, whatever. And like, of course you want to like make your person happy. And it's like, okay, if this is going to make me feel sexy and make you super hyped up, like let's do it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Lauren literally gave me a pep talk at the office. I'm like, you know what? Tonight's the night. Like I'm going to put on that black robe. I'm going to freaking blow his socks off. Like I'm so excited. This is going to be fantastic. So we had found out that he actually was sick, had gotten COVID. And I still felt like it was the right time. I don't know what in my head was like, you know what, Jamie, you bad bitch, go do it.
You're
like,
going to cure that COVID. 101-degree fever?
You're going to take that right out. So I literally go in the bathroom. Meanwhile, this man is like in bed, sniffling, not doing well. Like really not okay. I'm in the bathroom putting on the lacy bra, the small underwear, putting the robe on. I'm like, I cannot wait to come out. Okay. And also like I come out of the bathroom. I will never forget this. So I come out of the bathroom, right, guys? And he just looks at me. And first of all, like it wasn't even like I came out of the bathroom like a stunner. I wasn't like, oh, like look at me.
Swank.
I was still so awkward coming out. I was just like you guys aren't, so whoever's not watching the video version, like I literally like melted into myself and was just like,
she tiptoed.
Hi. Hi. Like, how are you? Like, what do we do?
How you
and
feeling?
he literally like looked at me and he was like, oh, why now? Why? Like right now? And I was like, what? And he was like, no, I mean, you look great, but like, I feel horrible. Like right now. And I was just like, okay, it's fine. It's really fine. And he's like, no. I'm like, no, it's fine. It's really mine. I need to go into the bathroom. Like went into immediately turned around and shut the door. And I'm like, I'm never doing this again. Done. I'm never doing this again. This was horrible. So then then I felt like I was doing a walk of shame with my own boyfriend. I came back out of the bathroom and awkwardly walked to the other side of the bed and literally just sat down and stared at the TV. And he's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm great. I'm fine. I am perfectly fine." I'm sweating telling this story right now. Like, and he was just like, "I just really don't feel good." Like, and I was like, "Yeah, bad timing, right?" He's like, "Horrible timing. Horrible timing." So like, that was traumatizing. Okay. But like, that is a huge thing is timing.
Yes.
Timing, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I feel this so hard. So timing literally is everything. I've had like great experiences with getting dressed up, and I have had, a few like sad ones
I'm glad
as well.
You've had a great one. I'm still waiting for my day.
You're waiting. Look, that's okay. That's okay. But I had a similar timing, and this was with my current boyfriend. He knows I'm telling this story, of course.
Got the stamp of approval.
Yeah, I did. I was like, "Do you want me to change your name?" He's like, "No." But God, I guess it's been like well over a year now. But he, at the time, was like working, slightly different schedule, and he was working all the time. And so we didn't live together at the time. And I had gone over there just for like dinner, and I had this grand idea. I'm like, "Oh, he's worked like 200 hours this week. Yes, now's the time."
200 hours.
I don't even know how many hours are in a week. But he had literally worked like all week, so many hours. He had been up since like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And I knew he was doing payroll at the time. So like he was literally working, and he was like exhausted. It's like 8:30 at night. And so I put on, it wasn't like a trench coat. It was like I have this like cool like Free People coat. It looks like a little British soldier coat. It's more fashionable than it sounds. But I put on that, and it's like long enough to like come down to my knees. And so I went over there with like nothing underneath it. And like I like swanked in there. And he was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Because like I had the full coat on. Like he didn't know.
What are you doing?
He didn't know that I was like trying to get frisky. And so I like swank over to the couch, and I like, put my hand on the laptop, and I was like, "Close the computer."
Did you like do a little sing song?
I just was like trying to be like sexy, I'm like,
close the computer.
Close that computer.
I think that needs to be our new intro song. Just with Lauren's voice. Close the computer. Turn on the podcast. I can't. Sorry. Okay.
He's like, "I literally have to submit this payroll like by 10. Like I can't stop working." And I was like, "Right." And so then I was like, well, how do I let him know that like I'm naked under here without it being really like, I want to take off my coat and sit on the couch, but like I have to go change now.
Yeah.
I was like, ah. And so I like still like tried, and I like, put a little leg out or something like that. And he was like, "Babe, I love where your head's at. I really do. But like this payroll has got to get submitted in like an hour and a half, and I am exhausted." And I kind of had that feeling of embarrassment too. And it wasn't that in that moment I didn't feel rejected, but it's kind of like that's the knee-jerk reaction is you're like, "Oh, like I'm not hot enough," or like this wasn't the right look or something. Right. And so, but then, like I went in, like changed into some regular clothes, like got our food ready and stuff, and like we ate, and it was fine. But like I definitely had to take a minute and be like, "Okay, do not be embarrassed. Just like learn from this." And I went out there and like we talked. I was like, "All right, so that whole thing that I just did was like kind of embarrassing.
Let's move fast."
Yeah. And he's like, "It's just the timing. Like your intentions were great, but the timing is like really bad. I am so tired, and I'm literally working." And I'm like, "All right, But like in the movies, like if someone's working, they just like touch a shoulder, and then it's like, let's go. Like,
well, and I think it's also like in the movies, they're like, "Oh, we're like going on a date night," or like we're home from work and whatever. And honestly, in real life, you get home from work and you're like, "I'm exhausted." So like the last thing, listen, you wake up in the morning, you're like a spring freaking chicken. Like here we go. But like half the time at night, like you really are tired.
Yeah.
And that is where timing is. So like whether someone's sick, tired, something like, you just really got to read the situation better than we did in those moments. Because like you think in the movies, "Oh, I'm going to interrupt them with what they're doing, and they're going to find it so sexy, and they're going to slam the computer down and like throw you up on a table or something." And you're like, "Oh, the popped leg didn't work for you? Well, let me excuse myself and go cry." But that's where like you can't take it personally. But I think it also depends on the person. Like for me, I'm just already uncomfortable doing stuff like that. Right. So it was automatically like, I'm not attractive enough, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
When it's like really not that.
And it's just, I mean, the timing is everything. And also, I mean, I just feel like the confidence, like you work yourself up to it because, I mean, I don't know, maybe 10 years from now we'll feel totally confident, but like we're still learning. Like we have not been like in a lot of relationships, you know, we're only 25. That's like impossible. No. So you like hype yourself up. And I feel like it's our ego that's like bruised whenever it doesn't work out how you expect it to.
Expect. And I was just going to say the biggest thing is expectations. Like I know myself and I have way too high expectations sometimes. Like if friends are coming to visit or if I have plans or something, if things don't go the way that they were kind of supposed to, I get so butthurt about it. Yeah. And I need to stop doing that. But that's how it was in that situation, you know? But how else are you supposed to think? You know, right? Especially like, I mean, like you had told me your stories before. So I'm like, oh, it's going to go great. And I'm pretty sure I texted you after and was like, okay, so negative. Abort that mission immediately. Did? We are I'm about to need 10 business days to recover from that.
Like, don't text me.
Please leave me be. My phone is on Do Not Disturb.
Oh my God.
Including towards my boyfriend. But yeah, I think it's hard.
Yeah.
You know? The other story that I want to talk about, so I've only attempted to do this twice. I don't know when this is going to happen again.
She's getting back on the saddle, you guys. After this episode.
It's never going to happen. Another big thing that I want to emphasize this is that you also need to read your relationship and where your relationship's at. Sex is not going to change your relationship if it's really going downhill. Yep. And it's just going to make you feel worse, to be honest. So kind of like New Year's earlier this year, like we were already like kind of rocky. I think, you know, there was a move that happened that we weren't expecting. And, you know, just trying, and he has a job that's very taxing on his personal life, on his work life, like everything. So he's exhausted all the time. Mm-hmm. And I could tell that things weren't going well. And I think it was also like a reassurance that I needed in my head that it's like, oh, he's still attracted to me. So I'm going to do this and we're not doing that well. So this is going to change things.
It's like a Hail Mary.
Yeah. And it's like, it's not going to at the end of the day that I know now. Mm-hmm. But so like, once again, I put it on. And I really tried to come out this time better, like a little bit more confident. And like he definitely responded to it better. Like we kissed for a little bit, but it just didn't escalate to where, you know, you're kind of hoping that, I mean, if you put lingerie on, you're like assuming you're going to have sex with your like
right.
person.
You expect fireworks.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so when it just kind of like, there were fireworks for like a little bit and then it kind of like dulled down and then like maybe 30 minutes to an hour later, it actually finally happened. Like, it was just such a letdown, you know? Mm-hmm. And then it's like, why am I trying? Like, why am I putting this on? And it's another, like, bruised ego. But that's where, like, the bigger message of that situation was, like, that wasn't going to save us.
Yeah.
Like, even if those fireworks had happened in that moment, it wasn't going to save what was going on in our heads. Mm-hmm. And that's another thing to think about. I mean, putting on, as like funny as this conversation is, it's also very like personal and very serious at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Because, you know, putting on lingerie for someone, like you're really exposing yourself, like not only physically, but like spiritually and just like everything. Like you are really putting yourself out on the line for your person because you trust them. And that's why you're doing that. Mm-hmm. And I think we kind of forget the deeper meaning that's behind it.
Right.
And it's just kind of, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but it's just a deeper meaning. So I think you need to never lose sight of how important that is to you should be just as important to them in that moment.
Speaking of deeper meanings. One of the first times, it wasn't lingerie, but one of the first times that I like distinctly remember like making an effort to wear a matching bra and panties was I was about 16 years old and I was going to go see One Direction. Everyone
Were
in
we
that
gonna
crowd.
hook up with Harry Styles?
Listen, every girl in that crowd was like, just in case he spots
I'm
me in the crowd
chosen
of
one.
500,000 and wants to bring me backstage, I want to be prepared.
Oh my God, I was going to say unless you're the one less lonely girl, but that's totally J-Beebs.
Listen, same
you know,
vibes.
they're doing the same thing.
All those girls were definitely
never know.
wearing matching like Victoria's Secret pink bra and panties.
Oh, you know what? With the freaking bombshell bra, you know.
Yep.
Oh my God, when you got that in like 7th grade, I felt like the hottest girl ever.
I didn't have boobs until I was like 18 years old. So like I had the bombshell and there was nothing still. No. I mean, the bra was there obviously, but like there was nothing to push up.
Yeah,
I just had little
to fill.
tick bites.
Tick bites. Tick bites.
Yeah. But yeah, so that I had a couple things that I wanted to dive into. Like obviously, like, you know, we've had different experiences and stuff. But like also like I just kind of want to get into lingerie and all the different things that you can wear, you know, and like when you wear them, because like this is something else that I have learned, like a sexy bra and panty set is so uncomfortable. And so like if you're going on a date night, at least for me, I'll be like, oh, like let me wear something that like, you know, I can wear this underneath, like make me feel a little more confident, you know, like I have a secret or something.
Yeah.
And it like doesn't work. Like my cute clothes they're not friendly with any kind of like specialty undies. And so that's like fascinating. But I really wanted to get into like Victoria's Secret and then Rihanna's Savage Fenty brand.
Yes, I've looked at it, shockingly.
Okay,
I've looked at it.
Love like both of them. And I like kind of want to get your take because, you know, it's like a confidence thing. So I love Victoria's Secret.
Yep.
And I also love Savage Fenty because of how inclusive it is. You know, like they literally have every body type that you can imagine. And I think that is important because that sucks whenever you like see a little teddy or something and you're like, oh, I'm not like 8 feet tall. So
I don't even know what that is.
It's the little one piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm so new to all these things.
Listen, no, but see, and that's the thing. There's like a million different types. Like there's the bra and panties. There's like the little one pieces. There's the silky. I even think that silky PJs are like lingerie to me. You know,
I mean, like I hadn't even thought that like a robe would be sexy, but like that was his thing, and I was like, hey, if it's gonna work for you, then by all means. And like then I went out of my way to wear like a little like lace bralette thing underneath and like whatever. And I feel like it's even like sometimes like the type of underwear that you're wearing is like completely different too. But no, it is so interesting. Like I feel like there's robes, there's like those teddy things that you were talking about, but then like there's even like the things that buckle together.
Oh, like the stocking things that like go like the garters and stuff. I know. There's like all different vibes. There's like sweet vibes and then there's like scary vibes.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, are you trying to be super sexy or like, because I feel like I classify myself as like a cute, sexy person. Like, I don't think when people look at me, they're like, oh, she's hot. Like, I think they're like, oh, she's like pretty.
Jamie.
I'm just saying, like, I just don't feel like I come across as like that person.
People say you're hot for sure. For sure.
Like, cut the bullshit. It's stupid. But you know, like, it just really depends on your vibe. So I feel like and like, maybe that's why I felt uncomfortable because I wasn't wearing something that was me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe that's even a bigger thing too. It's like, find something, wear something that like your partner is definitely going to want to see you in, but also wear something that you feel good in because like, I think I felt good in it, but I think also like, it just wasn't 100%. So I didn't feel 100%. And if you're going to go into that, you need to feel 100%.
Yes.
110 freaking percent.
Yes. And like, do you watch New Girl?
Yes.
Okay, have you seen the Starfish episode?
Yes.
Where it's like that crazy, if you haven't seen it, it's this crazy ass like starfish lingerie set and it's got like 50 different straps and she's trying to get into it and she literally gets like wound up in it. And like that's how you can feel. If you're in something uncomfortable, you literally feel like I am like so weird. Like you feel like you're a zoo animal, you know, like, everyone's looking at me. Like it's weird. I don't know where I was going with that. I just thought of the starfish thing and thought it was funny.
But like for real, it's some of them get so elaborate and I can't imagine myself getting into. I mean, listen, if you are doing that, go you. Yeah, that's awesome. But that is not for me.
No.
But yeah, I think it's like, you know, we've told so many stories about how it's gone wrong, but I want you to tell a story about how it went right. And why did it go right?
Well, like I try to think back on things and I haven't really done the whole like I'm gonna like sit here in this thing and like wait for something to happen and then it's gonna be like a surprise. Like honestly, this sounds like really lame, but like it's gone right whenever I've like communicated my expectations a little bit better. Like I don't know, like if we go on a vacation, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna like pack something sexy. Yeah. And so then they know that like I have a little bit of excitement about it. And for me, that's what set it up for us to be on the same page, you know?
Set yourself up for success.
Yes. And communication is the key, y'all. I'm telling you. And another, like whenever like I was in college, you know, like if we were just like hanging out, I feel like a good place to like start if you're like super uncomfortable, you know, or like you're not like super confident, like, you know, burying yourself. Like, I feel like a good place to start is like some sexy PJs for real.
Yeah. And I was just going to say, it doesn't even have to be lingerie. Like, I feel like we get wrapped up in this idea of like, oh my God, you're only going to have a magical night if like you're dressed in something sexy and candles are lit and there's like all this stuff. Like, it literally doesn't have to be like that. I feel like honestly, the times that I felt more confident was when I was in freaking normal, like, underwear that I owned.
Yeah. Yep.
You know?
Well, you feel like yourself. And like for me, the first, like, it wasn't even sexy PJs. It was just something cuter. Like I normally just sleep in like a oversized t-shirt or like a nightgown or something. Not like a grandma nightgown, but you know, like those like soft ones.
Yeah.
But like it was a little like romper and it was soft. It wasn't lacy or nothing. It was just like a soft little like one piece thing. And it was so comfortable, but it's like slightly elevated. It's just a little bit more fitted than my giant t-shirt. Still just as comfortable, but it like made me feel cute. You know, I was like, oh, like I'm in loungewear, but I'm cute. And that confidence, I feel like even if you, I don't know, even if you aren't even trying anything, like if you're hanging out with your partner and you're feeling confident, like what's sexier than confidence?
Right. Well, I was just going to say, especially if that's something that you feel confident in, you will figure out how to make it sexy.
Yep.
You know, like slowly like take a strap off or like do something, you know, like it's just totally got to be the mindset that you're in. So I feel like the key to everything is like wearing something that you feel confident in and reading the room of that time.
Big time. And I mean, seriously, like I know it does sound so lame, but like whenever it's gone right for me, I've communicated like, hey, I have a little bit of an expectation of how this night is going to go.
Yeah.
So that they know. And I mean, honestly, I think back to the close the computer. Like, I think that maybe if I had said, hey, like, I'm coming over, I'm feeling sexy, like he probably could have said, hey, girl.
I can't stop laughing at you saying that.
Like, if I had given him a heads up that like I was feeling sexy, I wanted to put on something like interesting, then I think he would have, I know he would have said, hey, I love this. I'm working on payroll. Just so you know. Well, you know, like it wouldn't have happened in the first place. And I know like there's I don't know, I don't want to like kill being spontaneous because that's fun too. But sometimes, I don't know, y'all, like
relationship. It doesn't always work out.
It doesn't. And that's what, I mean, it all goes back to being young and trying to figure it out. And I don't want to like crush everyone's dreams, but like the little bit of knowledge that I do have is that like it can't always. Absolutely not. Hold on. Sorry, Mr. Kim is scratching this chair. Kim?
Where's the water bottle?
I don't want to crush the dreams is what I was saying. Like, and I'm not saying that it can never be spontaneous, but like a real relationship with someone who you want to feel sexy with and you want them to feel sexy, like you have to communicate. And sometimes that's like not as sexy as you think.
Right. And I feel like the spontaneous thing can
just spontaneously sprayed Mr. Kim with the water bottle again.
But I feel like the spontaneous thing can also be in the way that like you're having a date night and you get home and you're like, wait here for a minute or something like, then they kind of know what's happening, because I do feel like we have this idea in our heads, or at least I do, that it's like, okay, we're going to be in the middle of something. I'm just going to leave to go to the bathroom and come out in this. And it's just like, then when it doesn't go the way that you're hoping, then that's when you get let down. But yeah, maybe it is just communication is key in that, you know, like maybe when I came to visit him, I should have been like, hey, like I have something for you, or like something like that. You know, I just feel like that will kind of mediate a lot of things that go wrong.
And I love what you said about sneaking to the bathroom, because I have like done that before. I feel like, I don't know, people might be embarrassed to say, but I bet every single girl listening to this has done that. You sneak to the bathroom, you want to change into something, you have a surprise.
That is what I did both times. Yes. Like there was no warning. I just literally did a little like tiptoe into the bathroom and then it never went well.
And I don't know where we learned that, but I feel like you're
freaking movies. I'm telling you right now.
I guess, or maybe it's just like, I don't know where we learned it, but I love what you said. Like it can be somewhere in between, you know, like you can tell whenever like you're, you know, like getting intimate with someone, you know, like if you're snuggling with them or like you're making out a little bit, that's the time to be like, wait right here, rather than just like he thinks you're going to go poop and you come back in like lingerie.
Oh, shit. Or like you come out and they're like asleep. Like, oh, wait, never mind.
Yep.
Never mind. Let me turn around. But yeah, I feel like there's no harm in that. And I feel like people are scared to make little comments like that or to communicate it, because then they think the moment's going to be ruined.
Yep.
And it's like, no, I think honestly, there's more of a like suspicious effect to that, because then it's like, oh, what are they going to do? Like I can kind of assume, but what are they going to come out in? So maybe that is honestly better at the end of the day to make that little comment. and then come back out. Because then they're prepared for it. Then, because also if you say that and they're like, babe, like I'm not in the mood right now, then it's like, great. I have saved myself from all of the embarrassment and all of the cryings in the bathroom.
Yep. It can be, it can be embarrassing. And that's like, sex is vulnerable, you know, like, oof, you got to communicate.
Communication is key, people.
Communication is key, y'all. I feel like that's going to, I don't want to assume the rest of this season, but I feel like communication is key for like almost everything. Oh my God,
literally everything.
Did we crack the code?
Well, I think we might have.
Wow.
I think we did come to a good, okay, so our realizations for lingerie. A, timing.
Timing is everything.
Freaking huge. B, wear something that you're confident in, not just something that you think your partner is going to want you in.
Yep.
You need to be feeling yourself, like hardcore.
And I want to touch on that, not to like open up a whole nother conversation, but like, even if like I have like a really important day at work, like I'm not out here wearing lingerie to work, but like I'll wear like my cute bra, you know, like it's something, it's like wearing a cute outfit. Like whenever you feel confident in what you're wearing, you perform better. And then like just everything is on the up, you know, like if I had a big day at work, I would never wear like my sloppy work outfit. I would look cute. And like, I don't know, that's probably not for everyone. Some people might not have a cute bra that makes them feel good, but even if no one sees it, it just makes you feel good. You know? Like, confidence is everything.
Yeah, exactly. No, that is such a huge thing. That totally changes your entire demeanor.
Yep.
Like whether it's life or even just like going out with friends and stuff, if you put on an outfit that you feel cute in, your entire day has shifted.
Yep.
Like, oh my God, I swear to God, I've become a new girl. I'm like, yeah, let's take all the pictures in the world.
Yes.
And you know me, I'm usually like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Do not want to take a picture.
And here's the thing. If you are feeling yourself and you know you look good and you love what you're wearing,
they're going to think the same thing.
Yes, but on the off chance that you do get rejected, you're probably going to handle it better than if you're wearing something sloppy.
For real. And it's like, you know what? You're missing out, boo.
You're lost.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And honestly, but like that saying with like the comment that I just made, like your confidence will flow onto the other person, like for sure. Because you're going to come off more attractive in that way.
Yep.
Okay, so we got A, B, and then C. Oh, shit. What did I already say? Timing.
Confidence.
Oh, and communication. Really communication. Like maybe we just need to make a little comment and give a little forewarning before we go changing outfits completely.
Just a little bit of communication. It doesn't have to be a sit down chat like, hey, I want to talk about something serious.
Right.
Like you don't have to just make it so clinical, you know, and like dull.
Yeah.
But just a little bit of communication goes a long way.
Yeah.
You can't just be springing things on people. And also something that I did want to like just say, obviously everybody's like sexual preferences are different. And so like that might be something, you know, your partner might just not be that into lingerie. Like they might not, I really doubt that they just like hate it. You know, they're probably like,
that's
get
horrible.
away from me. I
Put
really
a t-shirt on.
Right. I doubt that happens. But like if you're expecting them to like go crazy and they're just kind of indifferent, like that might, again, communication, like you might just have to be like, hey, you know, I've bought a couple things and like, you know, I think you like them, but like, do you like them? And they might just say like, yeah, like they're fine. It's just like not my thing. Not everyone's into the lingerie.
I mean, perfect opportunity to like put them on the kitchen table and just like kind of show. And then maybe he'll be like, oh, go put them on for me. Bada bing, bada boom. You got it done.
Jamie's doing unboxing with your lingerie.
Okay, but for real though, like lingerie can get really freaking expensive. So like I would do a little bit of research with like your man's or woman's or whoever you're doing stuff with before this happens, because if you spend a lot of money on that stuff, that's going to suck. And you don't need to get expensive lingerie. Like, oh my God, literally get a freaking G-string from Victoria's Secret and call it a day.
Boom. A G-string from Victoria's Secret and call it a day.
They literally sell like normal thongs that are just tiny and like there you go.
Yep.
Can I just also make another comment that
I was like thinking of something to say.
Oh no.
And then we just had like a moment. We never have a moment where neither of us are talking. And I was just staring at my fireplace trying to think of my G-string comment.
No,
sorry.
No. I debated in my head for a solid, like whatever 3 seconds I was, if I was going to bring this up or not. Okay. I probably started wearing thongs in middle school.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Right?
Yeah.
My ex, when I dated him, he's older than me, told me that all of his past girlfriends didn't wear thongs.
What kind of pants are they wearing?
I'm like, well, exactly. And he was dating women older than me, obviously because of our age difference. Mm-hmm. And he was like, you just wear thongs all of the time? Like, that's like sexy underwear. And I was like, what do you mean? Yeah. Like, I don't want them showing through my pants. And also, like, what? I was just like so mind blown. I'm like, am I the only person that's like, I vividly remember in 4th grade, I forgot underwear on a trip and I had to wear my mom's song. Was it uncomfortable as hell? Yeah. But like now, I cannot imagine wearing like fullbacks.
Fullbacks? That is a football position. Oh my God.
No. Fullbacks covers your cheeks.
They're called like bikini fit or hip hugger or cheeky. Oh my God, fullback. You guys. Is this a regional thing? Is that what they call them in New York? Granny panties are in the South. Fullbacks are up north.
My God.
Girl.
I don't know. I just like have always called them a fullback. I don't even know what
I'm sorry.
Wait, that is hysterical.
That is so funny.
What do you call them? A cheeky?
No, just panties. Just panties. I don't know. They're just panties, and I don't know. I don't really specify. I just have panties or panties. I honestly, actually, no.
Okay, so if you go, I'm packing the panties. Are you packing the thong or the?
Yeah, so mine are separated. I have sleeping panties.
But what are they? Are they covering both cheeks? They're full. They're full coverage.
They're not fullbacks, that's for sure.
This is foundation over here.
Okay.
Full coverage of the cheeks.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
What are they called? Like, I know, like, whenever you go, so you go to Victoria's Secret and they have that table and all the mediums are on the top.
I swear to God, aren't they called? Do you know what they're called?
They're not called fullbacks.
No, I mean, the style is going to be like cheeky or
Hip hugger.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Or
So
the little baby short ones, you know, that are like
boy
little,
shorts?
Boy shorts. Yes.
Okay. No, never. That would be so uncomfy.
No, not with like a regular pair of pants. Like I'll wear them with like if I'm gonna go work out and I'm gonna wear a pair of shorts, you know, because like the shorts might ride up, but like with a pair of leggings, absolutely not.
Okay, so like maybe fullback is the massive topic, and
Okay.
then we branch into cheekies, the hip huggers, the boyfriend shorts.
Okay, all right, yeah, all right, that sounds good.
Wait, that was hysterical.
I was like, what?
You go, that's a football position.
I had a point about the
I'm confused.
So like I'm like so dead that he thought that like thongs were only for sexy time, because literally I have in my like drawer, I have them all separated out like I was saying, and I have period thongs and then regular thongs.
Yeah.
It's the thongs I don't care about and the thongs I think are cute.
Yeah.
Like I literally I wear them every single day. Because I don't maybe
Right.
maybe we're wearing tighter pants than generations before us.
I mean, maybe, but it was generations. I mean, he's like 7 years older than me.
He's 7
But,
years
like-
he's dating like 80-year-olds.
I know. Like what?
Oh my
But
God.
I just like I was so confused. I'm like, sir, who have you been dating? You mean in college, these girls, like, he graduated in 2016. No way that 21, 22-year-olds weren't wearing thongs.
No, and we were alive in 2016. I was wearing a thong in
I know.
2016.
I'm mind blown. Yeah, I was
Interesting.
just mind blown. But this was the funniest conversation in the world.
I cannot believe this.
Oh my
Also,
God.
I feel like I want to make a prediction. Future me, if you're watching this, I feel like the fullback panty is gonna make a revival. Everything comes back.
Maybe that will be our business that we start.
Fullback panties.
5 years from now.
Oh my God. And you know what? They can be paired with for a sexy look with your fullbacks. They can be paired with, you know, those pointy ass bras from like the 50s.
Nice. Love it.
Yes.
Done.
Phew. Buckle up, baby.
I love it.
Hot,
Wow.
sexy. Anyway.
Guys, this really took about 500 different turns, but you get the point.
Yeah. So I feel like that's a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah,
with
I
a
think
future
we did
business
good.
idea and a call to our future selves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I really feel like hopefully this is a relatable conversation. I mean, it's not too raunchy. Like we're here to
No,
get
it's really
real.
not. I mean, we weren't sitting here talking about like the actual acts
No.
here.
And we're here to get real. And like, I mean, literally we had 5 women in the room, and after a couple drinks, one of us brought it up, and all 5 of us are like, "Oh my gosh, I've been there."
Yeah.
You know, and so that's kind of what we want to be be here for.
Yeah, so maybe that will give a little bit advice that we just learned while we talked it out. We figured out some solutions. So maybe this can help you guys too.
Fingers crossed, you guys.
And if you have any funny stories, please.
Please,
let us know.
yes, let us know. Oh my gosh, I love this.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. Well, as we wrap this up, you can follow us on social media. We always post a little snippet each week on Instagram and TikTok at Chicks and Dip Pod, P-O-D, not podcast. It's just too long. We post some videos. We're going to be posting more TikToks. Just give us some time, guys. We need some more time. But Instagram, we are on there too. And definitely tag us in your dip pics.
Dip pics, you guys. Hit
So
us up.
good.
And do not forget to watch us every single Monday on YouTube or listen to podcast only wherever you want to listen to us. And whenever you finish the episode, if you're on Spotify, whatever podcast app, remember to rate our show. If there's an opportunity to leave a review, we would love that. But definitely hit that 5-star review, you guys. We really love it. And subscribe on YouTube and leave us some comments and love there.
Yeah, it's definitely very important. And if
Yeah.
you guys want to, tag, share, do whatever. I mean, if you have other people that you think might relate to our episodes, please tag them in it. We definitely want to keep growing this. This is our baby.
Yes.
And we're on week 5.
Please share. It is so easy. I see you all sharing your Spotify songs. Share your Spotify podcast to your
Please.
story. And
Just do it.
tag us.
And send us your funny story at the same time.
Yes. All right.
Thanks, guys.
I love this episode. We'll
I
see you
know.
next week.
Bye.